right, hope everyone's day is going well. I am here again to do another comments review on our last vlogs, number 64 and 65. So let's get into it. So quite a few comments, I believe. I'm trying to keep up. We had Michael stopping by again. You better watch out, Lloyd. Looks like Pops found your replacement. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Talking about the clocks, I think I bought about 4 or 5 clocks lately. I have one more coming that you haven't seen probably. Actually, another one in the next video, but it's a repeat. So, yeah, I don't know. I still want to find that Savage Opress clock. It's not around. I wish I would have got that one. That's what started all this. I saw it pop up. I'm like, oh, I need that. And then they canceled the order on me, said it was broken, and they still wouldn't send it even though I said I'd pay for it. So whatever. Crew stopped by again. Nice family outing. As always, amazing progress on the stores. I see the new vlog just dropped. I'll watch it soon. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, we had a great outing, and now it's very cold. It's like just an hour north of us got like 3 inches of snow last night. Fortunately, we didn't get any yet. I have not got the snowblower ready, so I need to do that this weekend. E&D Brickworks said, I'm glad I found the time to watch another video. Just stumbled upon a bunch of unmarked polybags at Walmart for $1. So you got 300 plus sets. That is some amazing finds there. I love getting lots of polybags, especially for $1. I don't even get them that cheap, not even close. That's about a third of the price I pay for them. So, so they said, you can tell it's 21,000 pieces. That's crazy. Any guesses what I'll be doing this weekend? So I said, yeah, nice. That is a great score. Hope you got it all done. Kevin stopped by and said, great vid as always. Thank you for the mention. The boxes are working brilliantly. So good. He's talking about the boxes I put my eBay listings in. They're called sports cards shoe boxes. So somebody else was looking that up. There's another comment on here. Just look up sports cards shoe boxes or just boxes, and you will find them on eBay or in your area. I don't know. It's different around the world. They might be called something else. I don't know. They could be called hobby boxes, something like that. Madigan Station said, I think it would be beneficial if you would explain in a little more detail in one of your vlogs you're operating your store on a more of a volume-based strategy versus what most stores do by setting prices at the 6-month average or even slightly higher. I think a lot of your viewers are very new sellers and are using your advice to start their store, and by pricing their parts well below the 6-month average, yes, they will get sales, but all the good parts will get wiped out right away, and they probably aren't spending thousands of dollars every month to replenish inventory to support that strategy. I just think it would be a good topic to dive into a little deeper rather than just saying cheap parts sell fast. My 2 cents. That's a great comment. It's something you can talk about definitely all day. I always say it's your store, run it how you want. I did not get here just by there's certain strategies that I took to get to this point. Obviously the social media and the YouTube definitely helped to get where I'm at now, but you need how are you going to get the $1,000 to start buying that much? Thousands of dollars to buy that much. It's by getting your stuff out the door. If you get stuff for a really low price, there's no reason why you shouldn't sell it for lower than normal, to help you to raise capital to buy more. And then in my response, this is something I really need to do an Ask Pops Block Shop video about. I haven't done one in quite a few months because I just don't have any topics. Typically, I was doing those to kind of answer questions that people have more often or I get a lot. So I can say, watch this video, so I can give you more information, just trying to be helpful. But yeah, I know it's not that helpful to say sell them low. But the thing is, if you think you're going to sell your parts really fast once you upload them, that's not the case. When I buy sets, I know that it's going to take a couple of years to sell every single part from this set. If you don't have that mentality or mindset, then you're going to get frustrated and be like, why am I not selling anything? But the more you put for sale, the more lots you get for sale, the better. So that is better information. So I wrote, as I thought about this for a while, said I certainly got to this point by selling 10 to 20% below the 6-month average. And as I grow, my prices continue to creep up toward that 6-month average. So now I'm about 5 to 10%. So if you see that, I was definitely right here. Even at 25% at a lot of times I would actually go when I wanted to sell stuff. That's why I do my pricing, so I can kind of control when I get sales because of my regular life, I don't want to just Bricklink dominating every moment of my life. So it's just the way I do it. And the ones asking for help probably are new sellers. They need to grow a customer base if they provide accurate and fast service. That's another tip. This is the best way to do it that I found. I don't believe there is a bad part, as every part has a sell price, but might take a year or 3. Being such a small store, considering I'm sure my modest sales per month have very little effect on that average. And I'm saying modest sales a month that I get because there are giant stores that do have an effect on prices when they're selling, 10 times the amount of parts I sell or more a month. So it's just what it is. I mean, like I said, as I get, obviously there's different scenarios. I don't need all the money that I make from this. I do it to try to support, to grow, and then at a certain point when I need to live off of it, I probably will be at that 6-month average or right around it or even above it. I know some of my parts are. I never adjust prices. I need to go back the last few years for any parts I've had for more than a year and adjust those a little bit. And I'm sure that would drive a few sales, but it's just not a priority for me right now. It doesn't matter if I sell it or not, kind of situation. So I wrote a very valid point for those who spend lots of time pondering changing prices. This, to me, is a waste of my time to spend time wondering about prices and overall market. When you mention volume-based, I would say the more of the same parts you have, the lower you should price. I guess what I should say is you may have parts for years before they sell, and others will sell really quick. Again, yeah, great points you bring up. So you really should, like I said, do another video on this, going into this deeper. So I guess I put another comment there. I don't know. From Brick Stackers also put a comment there about race to the bottom. I don't believe that's the case on Bricklink. If Lego wants to flood the market with certain parts, they're going to do that, and the prices will drop. It has nothing to do with how I'm pricing it. I guess it has a little to do, because if I price them really low, if I'm getting a part for 10 cents and it average sells for $1 and Lego is just selling thousands of them, I'm not going to price it for $1. I'm getting it for 10 cents. I'm going to price it for around 50 cents. And that price will drop. It's just the market. It's just how it is. And they keep making new parts. There's so many parts out there. Just can't spend that much time pondering prices. That's just my opinion. 2172 Brick Sack said big drawers equals prime real estate. Said you got that right. I would much rather have big drawers instead of the shoe boxes. Much more efficient to open a drawer. So I know I have another expansion planned at some point. I really want to do a lot of big drawers in that expansion. I don't know when it'll be. It'll probably be definitely in the next year sometime, if I even do it. I got to see. I'm always changing directions on this. So, parting out new sets versus buying minifigure lots. I mean, it's all works all together. So, but that is definitely, I don't like the shoe boxes. I don't think many people do, unless you have a good access point for them. Or you can build like little cubbies, have one at a time, because you got 3 stacked up. You got to use 2 hands. I'm always having something in one hand and moving stuff. So, like the drawers better. Cody said, do you ever list the same item on eBay and Bricklink? I never cross-list anything. I have before, like a set. I had an old pirate set, a couple of those I'd had on eBay and Bricklink, but that's the only time I've ever done that. I never do any minifigs or anything like that, because I have different stocks for eBay, Bricklink, and convention, so it's too much work, and you lose time if you're moving stuff around, etc. So I don't worry about that. I have enough stock that I don't need to do that. But if you don't have much stock, it is something you could do to help you to get more exposure out there. Lexington Brick says, I thought my part out pile was bad. I hear people have been complaining about the clearance because of COVID, and seriously, it's not that way in my area. I'm bringing in way more than I can part out lately. I'll probably be sitting out at 50K parts or pieces from sets. I'm just waiting for me to get to them. As for the minifigures, I like that you're no longer assembling them. And yeah, the buyers enjoy it. So yeah, I've had a backlog for quite a while, and I like it that way. I kind of don't. I would like to see what it'd be like if I didn't have anything to part out one weekend, what that feeling would be like. But it'd take a lot of work to get there, and a lot of self-control from buying good deals. So yeah, and he said, I don't think I'll ever actually or want to actually catch up. I found uploading parts and sales. So right, yeah, if I uploaded 50,000 parts in like a week, say I shut my store, I'm sure my sales would just go crazy, and I wouldn't be able to keep up. especially working another job. So it's always it's a flow you have, or a rhythm you get into. Marha said, "Hi Pops, like your videos very much. As a starting Bricklink seller in Europe, I was trying to find a solution for the boxes you use, which in this video I found out are card boxes, but in the meantime I use Lego boxes, which are the super size if you cut them the right size and length, like the hidden side boxes." And I said, "Very cool, thanks for stopping by. The name for sports card boxes is shoe boxes." And then Gaza Big Cheese also asked about the boxes, and so that's what I said again. Sports card shoe boxes. I got mine on eBay for about $6 each. That was a while ago. So sports cards was about the only term I didn't use. So he's trying to find them. He couldn't find them. So hobby or sports cards, you might find them. And then Will asked if I'd sell a Yoda's Hut. And I have thought about it. I haven't checked the value, but I did check the value since this comment, and they are going for about $50 or $60 on eBay. So I may get those listed soon, especially during the holiday. The part out value is about the same right now, and time is also valuable. So if it's a $10 difference between part out and full sale, I would just probably sell it, because it's a smaller set. I don't typically sell sets, but I do make some exceptions, like those elf sets I sold for like $70 each. That was amazing. Those elf sets just are going nuts right now even. So that is the comments for 64. 65. Aaron said, "I started my store after seeing how you do things. I don't have a lot of inventory, but I took your advice and made my prices lower than the lowest US-based seller, and I've had 7 orders over the last month. Right now I'm just supporting the hobby off the sales, but hope to get it really rolling when we move out of our apartment." I said, all right. It's fun to have sales and not so much not to get them. So once you build a customer base, you can slowly hire them and still see consistent sales. Also add as much variety as you can, etc. Thanks for stopping by. So again, going back to that same thing, you know, that's a good point. It's not fun to have a store open and barely get 2 sales a week. So, but you know, it's your money. You gotta figure out what you want to do with your money. Obviously, you put it out there. You don't want, your time is valuable. You don't want to just give things away either. So, Lupin made a nice joke here. You could say you couldn't find the right replacement arm for Maz, whatever. So thank you, folks. I'll be here sporadically over the next few months. So nice. I just got the arm, and she's now has been repaired. And Chris stopped by again. Another great vlog, Derek. Your off-camera staff kicking butt on those CMF part outs. I had an issue with PayPal too. I opened up a pirate ship account and shipped via that service. Not as easy as PayPal, but it worked really well. Have a great day and keep them coming. So yeah, PayPal's down for like 4 hours that one day. It's been fine ever since. Actually, the next day it wouldn't print my scan form, so the mail person had to scan all 12 packages the next day, unfortunately. But that's fine. They're used to just scanning the forms, but just that one day had an issue. The 2 days now, but nothing since then after the prices went up. I think it was all tied to the USPS price change. They were probably getting those in last Friday or whenever that was, and they went into effect this past Sunday, the 18th of October. So, and they go off, I think, on December 26th. It goes back to what it was, but then there's another price hike in 2021. So it's fun, real fun. I remember when I first started eBay, shipping for like a 4-ounce package was like $1.50 something, and now it's not even below $3 at this point when they just raised it for the holidays. So JM Clam said, "What great timing. I just picked up the order from the mail and got to unboxing while watching. Thanks again." You're very welcome. Thanks for the support and following along here. And MW Bricks, just got to say thank you for running such a great shop. Happily made my first of many purchases from you a few days ago. So thank you as well. That's great to hear. Thanks, yeah, again, for the support. Hope your order is great, along with, it sounds like I didn't hear back, so I've been keeping tabs on how many orders this month in October that I have missed a part, and it's been 7. So I've had to resend things 7 times, which is fine. It's a couple times it's been a stamp, but I do reprint tracking for things that cannot go as a stamp. You know, if it's certain thickness, you have to send it through the mail, so, or with tracking as a package. So that was a lot of CMFs. Thanks for another video. Yes, I need more and more for conventions. People are always asking for them, and I need to be prepared for whenever they happen again. CMFs have been kind of selling good on eBay, kind of not. But I'd like to have a backlog of them. If you find a collection for a good deal, I like to stockpile. Jack stopped by and said, hi, do you know the dimensions of your small drawers for parts? So the small ones, the Tough store, you get at Menards.com or any Menards hardware store. They're mostly in the Northeast, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin. I'm not sure where else. Small ones are 2 inches wide by 5 inches long. The medium are 5 by 5, and the large are 10 by 5. And Juliet said, love the vlogs. You deserve way more than 1.87K subs. Keep up the great work. And I said, thanks very much for the kind words and support. I certainly could put more effort into this YouTube thing, but my time is limited. Hashtag everybody share. Yeah, I do put in a little bit. I mean, if I have to guess, just filming it, you know, obviously it's a good 90 extra minutes when I'm recording. I don't really do any prep work other than while I'm recording something, I just turn the camera on and talk. And then when it comes to editing, it's about 3 hours. So it's under 5 hours a week I spend. It depends on if I do more videos. It could be a little more. And then Steve stopped by and said, I always got caught out when switching arms. I never had the correct arm needing, but this must be a Google translator. Got so frustrating. I have now sorted all the arms into color and type and always keep at least one complete pair. Thankfully, many minifigs gained and used bundles are kind enough to donate limbs from time to time. And I said, taking that time to sort things really saves a lot of time in the end. Like I got the Nexo Knights all sorted. You know, that I've used that quite a few times already for getting the books and the Monstructs and things like that. The bookkeeper guy definitely helps to have things sorted. It definitely saves time. And Graham said, hey, I've been a long time Bricklink buyer and started selling on eBay about 5 months ago because of your videos. I only sell minifigures on eBay, but I've gained more parts than I'll ever use because I'm buying new and used sets in order to sell the figures. My question is, do you have any recommendations for drawer sorting, opening a Bricklink store? Because I was in a college and live in a small basement. I know you used to use those flat yellow ones. Are there any good for a small medium store? I guess I didn't see that. The flat yellow ones. Yeah, those are actually, if you look up Craftsman, they're under Craftsman now. I don't know if the Stanley still makes them, but you can find them as under Craftsman. But I use the Tough store, you know, ones. Those are good. I like them. They're 5.5 inches deep, and then the Acro Mills are 6 inches deep or wide. I put, and it's okay to use different kinds in the same space if you're just small and your space is limited. Whatever works best. But those ones that the flat yellow ones that I said they're Craftsman now that are red, those are really good. If you get like 10 of those, you have 2 stacks of 5. The best part, those spaces all come out. So I would definitely recommend those if you don't have a lot right now, and then you can always use those in the future as like sorting trays. So I would really start with those for sure. If you're pretty small, because they're pretty nice. You can label each different drawer or each different spot in there to help you find things as well. You don't have to just label. You can consider them like each of like a drawer, things like that. And then I have said, how do you do your cards? So, or make your cards. Let's talk about the eBay cards. I went through it in the video. There's a link here. I think it's number Ask Pop's Block Shop number. It's going to get loud. Number 6. So I had in about the 14-minute mark, 14.5-minute mark. It's in there. And so that's why I like to do the Ask Pop's Block Shop video. So I'm going to ask a question. All the details are right there. I have to spend like 3 to 4 minutes typing up all the information on it. It's all in the video. And then Kyle said, so I'm new to eBay, posted a few items for sale and instantly got kicked off. I had a perfect buy rating. I don't know what happened. It's frustrating. And then said, what's the reason eBay gave you? Risk to eBay and its customers. I didn't see that. And I said, well, that's weird. I have heard conspiracy theory that with Bricklink as well, that they might squeeze the small sellers out and make it more difficult for them. Again, just what others say. Sorry, eBay did that. And I said, no idea. Maybe your address was on a list they had and thought you were somebody they kicked off before. If you contact them, they should give you a reason. So they gave them a reason. It was a risk to eBay and its customers. So I don't know. It could be a credit score. I don't know if they can. I mean, they're getting Social Security numbers now, so they could be running credit scores. That is definitely a theory that I've had. And if you have a low credit score, they think you're a risk like banks do. So credit's important. I don't know. I'm not saying you do, but that could be something that they do. Just with like car insurance companies, they do a risk assessment, and that's how much they charge you, on that. So that is it. Hopefully you figure that one out there, Kyle. And thanks again for stopping by, and we'll keep these vlogs, keep them coming.